aren't you?
Speaking of clips, though, as we do have a live stream, we have two people that are perfectly capable of telling us some stories about Connor growing up. There must be some wonderful family stories.
Terrible
Any embarrassing anecdotes from your brother?
I've already told people.
I mean, have you had the Bouncy Castle one yet?
Oh
no,
my god.
no.
Bouncy Castle one.
Bouncy Castle positioned right here. Picture the scene.
Oh, for like a birthday?
Yeah, because Connor's birthday's in
I don't think it was my
July,
birthday, was it?
Dad's
So
birthday.
it was someone's birthday, wasn't
Yeah.
Someone's birthday.
And yeah, we always hired a Bouncy Castle.
Isn't that so sick?
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
amazing.
It's just when we have a barbecue and have all the adults as well, and you can tell the story, can't you?
Go on.
it? Yeah, I mean, when you were younger, if there's anything vertical, you climb it, right?
I climbed
Yeah.
everything.
So,
He's a climber.
I climbed
Yeah.
every tree.
Everything.
You know, like the sports halls, they used to have curtains that would separate the things. I'd climb up them in the gym and they would tell me off.
Oh, the handlebar things.
No, like, they would separate the whole sports hall with curtains.
Yeah.
Just to have
The giant curtains.
to like partition the
And I would just grab the
sports
curtains.
hall.
Basketball courts.
Yeah.
You climbed up trees as a kid.
Everything.
Yeah.
Climbed everything.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to climb bouncy castles, though.
Yeah.
hell. Yeah, basically, you climbed up it, and then the entrance to Bouncy Castle has like a horizontal sort of gable over it, sort of thing.
Yeah.
And then you got up on top of that, didn't you? And then
Did.
Yeah.
Fell
So just bouncing
No,
on it, you had to climb.
No. One of the drunk
adults.
like cousins, was like, "Oh, Connor," and they grabbed the arch down, pulled it down, and I'm like, how old am I? Like 8 or 10?
Yeah, 8, about 8.
And then they're all on it, and the arch is touching the ground now. And obviously they got off the arch.
Oh, no.
So I got fucking.
About the time we got catapulted. It
And I
was
remember
terrible.
like waking up like, oh my god, like Skyrim.
Oh, yeah. That's why you hated the kick down. We were going this way, and you were having flashbacks
Yeah.
to
all the stories going back now.
No.
We got plenty of time.
I'm pretty sure it was Owen's birthday when he was really young, and he got given a Bob the Builder inflatable.
I
It had like a heavy, so it was a sort of
There's a water at the bottom. Water at the bottom.
like kid-sized Bob
Punching
the
bag.
Builder.
Oh.
So punching back at you.
It's like Bob's.
No, I know. I'm well familiar.
And then I think I hit it today, and then it hit you, and then that was that. And like 2 minutes later, Connor just goes, "Ah!" and his fingers like back.
Oh my god!
Oh, my God. What happened?
I don't know. How did you fix it?
I don't know.
We went to hospital, didn't you?
I don't know.
Put him back on the bouncy
Yeah,
castle.
Well, I didn't. You just put it back in place, and you had some tape around it for a couple of weeks.
I don't know. I just remember that. I remember screaming. I don't remember anything else.
How old were you then? Was this 24?
He gave him clear over.
You gave me that finger once. I remember one of them. Yeah, you were one.
I remember I smacked you with the train.
I was about to say that.
Yeah.
You hit him with the
I do
train?
Like a Brio train, like the train,
Like a
his wooden
wooden
train.
tunnel.
Yeah, he's
for a
annoyed about
train
something.
set, and properly dent
Threw
up
it.
my head.
What? Yeah,
Never been the same
rage about
since.
something.
You've had a very good career. You've had a very good career. You're
Yeah,
right.
you're very well to do and put together. Can you hit me in the face? I want to be like him. He's cycling tomorrow.
And then I think another time we went to talk about climbing, you were always up trees. So Callum was in a football match, tournament, and I think Mark was away working, so I had to take Connor and Owen with me. So Owen was in the pushchair, but Connor was that age where probably about 6 were you, maybe? So anyway,
No recollection
and
of this.
realised lots of people there, and all of a sudden I go, "Where's Connor? Where's Connor?" Everybody's looking, and I'm saying, "I can't find Connor. Can nobody seen him?" And so I've got everybody looking around. It's gone on for 10 minutes, quarter of an hour. It's like my heart's beating. I thought, "Oh my God, I've lost him." And then we're walking up and down the pitch, the sideline, looking for him. Anybody seen Connor? And I eventually heard, "Hi, Mum." He was up a tree. Did you not notice that everybody at the whole of the people were running up and down looking for him? And he goes, "Hi, Mum." And I go, "What's he up there?"
He was always a monkey.
I was just climb up
Always
and,
a
like, sit in
monkey.
trees. Like massive trees. I would just go up them.
So that's,
Wall
I just
climbing
never
wasn't
thought
a
I'd
bit.
fall.
You know, you could have been a world champion wall climber. I mean, it starts with young.
If I hadn't found Xbox,
just climbing the ranks of Xbox charts.
I used to sit back
exactly.
there.
Yeah.
Come on, like, it speaks for itself.
The chipset's really nice.
It'll be gone by the morning.
The
People
Xbox
that was what I won playing COD, which remember you wanted to play Xbox, and I would always try and like play it. And we would fight over it, who got to play it.
Really?
Well, me and Owen mostly.
Yeah.
And he got really annoyed at me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I still like going.
But he's older than you?
Younger.
Okay, so he was the younger
Youngest,
brother.
he's the
Okay.
youngest, yeah.
How many years?
2.
3 years younger than you.
Is he?
Yeah.
You're 2 years older than me.
Yeah.
I thought
Yeah, it's true, yeah.
2 or 3 years.
3 years younger than me.
Okay.
And then when we used to go camping on holiday every year to France, they take their bikes when they're little, sort of like, say 5, that you'd be about 5 and, you know, it's 5 and 7, whatever. And they could go around on the site, there'd be loads of different things. There'd be a games room, there'd be pool, and when they're still at that age where you can trust them to go around. And then, you know, me and Mark would walk around the site and then think, oh, where are they? And all we'd see this outside the games room, this bike just thrown outside the door, so everybody has to step over it.
There's always like
I
That's
knew
why I
it. I said,
found
oh,
Metal
there he is,
Slug.
he's playing his game.
Always in France, and always
He
a
must
Metal
have-
Slug.
He must have told you about his Metal Slug antics.
Oh, I've seen it firsthand.
Yeah,
He'd
yeah.
Oh, that's
go
the
in
one.
with €1, be there like 4 hours later, still going strong.
Recently, I have a friend who's been in Tokyo for about 19 years. He's an English teacher. We worked at the same school, and he finally got a house after all those years. And I went to his house last week, and I remember I helped him move in. And he originally had 2 dreams. One was a pool table, so he has a full pool table on his first floor, which is very rare in Japan.
Yeah.
So he can play every night and just kind of mess around. And I went last time. He finally has a Metal Slug machine, like a game machine. So
original.
he has the original Game
Wow.
Center from Japan.
I'm going to get one.
Yeah.
There's several different machines, isn't there? I've had
So
most of them.
they would make like, at least the
different,
the,
like 7 different variants. You know?
Yeah, they would kind of make new machines, and then they basically have these cartridges that could go in the bottom of the machine.
Yeah.
Right.
The SNK ones at least.
And that one can hold up to 4 games.
Yeah.
And you push a button to say select,
Yeah.
and it goes between the 4 different choices.
Wow.
Metal Slug, of course, one of them. So yeah, I sent you that picture, and you're like, where did he get that?
Yeah, I was like, I didn't know how to get this.
You showed up 3 minutes later. I was like, how did you get here? And you're like, I need that machine. Well, let me play it first.
Yeah, I was,
You're very good.
I was obsessed with it.
Yeah.
Well, no, I'm not very good anymore.
Was that the
They have nothing
was
else
that
to
the
do
one
with
that time we were in camping and told them the story about us boys and
No, I knew that was my fault.
washing up?
That one doesn't paint me in a good light.
Oh, yeah.
Moving on swiftly.
I just pick on Connor.
What the heck? Because I would basically play Metal Slug, and your mum would give me €1 or 2.
Yeah, and then
And so I would either, I was that kid that I would go and look in every machine coin thing.
Of course.
And I would press the return, and,
Yeah.
and I'd look under the machines.
Sometimes you get lucky.
And sometimes I would get like a €2. I'm like, that's crazy.
Anyway, so
Yeah.
it's called a holiday, but as the children, we were sent to do dishes. Post.
yeah, they used to have
Well,
to
you
watch
were
this,
young-
'cause
you
we had to
missed
do when
the
I was younger, and I thought,
pre-story. There's more
I don't want to
stories.
spoil rats.
And you said you had a bad memory.
No, I remember this part. I remember this one really well because I was playing Metal Slug, and it was like right in the open to this arcade, and I put €2 in, which means I get 3 credits at the time. 3 credits is what 2 lives of Metal Slug. Well, 3 because it's 2, 1, 0.
Yeah.
So and obviously, to me, each one of those credits is like invaluable.
Yes, 100%.
But the one problem is when you play arcade games is that the entire time that you put the €2 in or the $2, whatever it is, it's saying like press start on the other one, press start, press start.
To add a second player.
Yeah, and you take the credit. Which
Yeah.
You just cannot do that. It's like illegal. I'm pretty sure somewhere it's illegal.
It's a war crime in a lot of gaming circles.
That's like the most rude thing you could do to a gamer. I feel
Yes.
like. And so this kid comes up, and he pressed it right away. I don't know why I did this. I just immediately punched him in the face.
Oh my god! Did you come off badly in the story? How?
I like immediately full on smacked this guy. I don't know why. And then he him and his family were hunting me. I'm
You
serious.
climbed a tree.
No, I didn't think anything of it. But he was also this kid was also a dick other days he was doing some other stuff too. I don't know why. I felt justified at least.
I feel you're.
I
agree.
I'm
You're in the right.
sorry.
Don't take a
So then
man's
I think-
credit.
Yeah, then one day we were doing the dishes,
Yeah.
walking back to the tent, and then they had water pistols, and they were shooting, firing water at us. For no reason.
Yeah.
So I then squared
Well,
up
you
to
didn't
him.
know this.
Well, the reason I think was just explain.
So I didn't swear at him, but I was like, stop that or something, and then before I knew it,
He punched him in the face.
I had a bloodshot eye for the rest of the holiday.
I thought you threw dishwater over him. No.
Yeah, he was squirting water on you, and then you had like a jug, and you threw the jug of water on him. So you just punched him in the face.
You don't come off poorly here. He does. You were doing manual labor to help your poor old mother.
I don't know. I was watching this. This was all.
Well, no, they were
unfolding.
both had to do it. They was
Yeah.
like one's
Yeah,
after
yeah.
wash and one dry, would you?
Yeah, I was just watching
Oh no,
this
taking
happen.
turns doing it. wouldn't
Meanwhile,
you?
you two are just
I don't know
sitting in
why I
the
didn't
same
fight.
Well-rounded systems.
And then you two
Yeah,
come
exactly. I think there's a
These two
perfect
come
system.
back like there's all blood and guts everywhere, sort of thing. And Connor's mum goes, "Go and sort that out."
That's
Yeah.
funny though. Oh
I
my!
don't know why I didn't punch him again.
You should have hit him again.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
feel like I should have hit him again. I don't
you
know why I
can't take a
didn't.
person's.
I think there was no rage at that point. I'd already hit him once because
Yeah, you'd already proved a point.
And the time the glasses in alley courts,
Say again, sorry.
Anne Stanley's brother's glasses
I don't remember that.
Oh,
yeah.
On the pontoon.
on the pontoon.
Did you find him at the bottom?
Yeah,
Oh yeah. We had like a friend's
friends. Yeah,
brother or something, and they had like
he
this.
came all the way from
dude,
San Francisco, actually.
We did, yeah.
All
there
the
was
way
like this lake, and that everyone could swim in. It was quite a pretty big lake, and in the middle there was a pontoon that was built to go to like I guess flip or like, and basically it was just a platform, and what everyone just did.
Like 4 chains. Wasn't
Yeah, and people
Yeah.
just treated it like WrestleMania. That was genuinely what it was. It was great. Because
Yeah.
like you would go on it, and the immediate understanding was like you had to push each
it?
other off.
It was last man standing, basically.
That's so much fun.
And some of the days there'd be like 30, 40 people on
Yeah.
there, and like adults and children.
Yeah.
And so like some people would just throw
How
kids
big
off.
is it?
Pretty big.
Yeah.
5
Maybe like
metres by 5
yeah,
metres.
5 meters by 5 meters.
And that feeling.
Super dangerous.
That feeling of being the only person on the pontoon whilst
Yeah,
there's
it was
30
cool.
people who've fallen off. It was just.
I was feral as well. Even as a kid, I like bite people's legs. Like adults, but I guess they lost their glasses, and I was like,
Yeah.
oh, I'll go get them. It's like swamp water, and I just dug down, like moving my hands around, and I found them on the ground.
Wow! What a moment.
But you'd spend hours on there, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I
And
spent
remember,
hours fighting
I
people.
think the next year, because we went a couple of years on the road,
Fighting
and
people.
I took some binoculars, because I could never see it, and I'd say, where are they? So I took some binoculars. So, like,
Probably just me
oh,
suplexing
oh yeah, I can see it. Honestly, it's hours and hours on there, wouldn't it?
Your mum would be there with the binoculars shouting at you if you were 500 metres
Well,
away.
no, it's not good you where you were.
Yeah,
didn't
stop
it?
it.
Remember we became friendly with some guys from Newcastle.
Yeah,
Some
yeah,
rage,
yeah,
and
they
we
were
kept going back every year.
With them, yeah,
Me
they were
with
really
them.
nice.
And then one year we had this great idea of taking a rubber dinghy full of water balloons that we'd filled up, and then we would launch them at everyone on the pontoon.
Yes.
It was a great idea, but it completely backfired because they were kind of like, because we were in the boat and they were all wet, and because we didn't have much purchase because you were like floating on water, you couldn't get any power behind it.
Oh no!
So you'd throw it and it would hit someone. You'd see that the balloon sort of wrap around their arm and just like bounce back up. And then all of a sudden we'd launch like 30 balloons, and then because they had a bit more sort of leverage on the pontoon, they were then throwing it back. We were just sitting ducks.
Reminds me of Bouncy Castle, how they lost it after they used their own artillery against them and they had to run away. It was unfortunate.
Yeah.
Can't believe I remember the castle name correctly. Really.
Ah,
Um,
If it
so,
was a Welsh town, I mean, you would have forgot it.
oh, that's right. It was
French
French.
name.
Yeah, that's why I got it. So they were doing the dishes because you were teaching them to be.
Yeah, good systems, you know. I had to do when I was little, and I thought, no, that's the whole
No,
idea.
you have to suffer, they have to
No,
suffer.
well,
as
there's
well.
something to be spoiled, do you? Only one thing they had to do was wash dishes every day.
So regarding that, if
And
I
then
want another
argue,
beer,
have a
should I
rota.
keep this glass before I have to do 2 glasses? Is it all right if I use the same one? I'm brilliant to do the dishes,
So
but
when I was a child, I used to go with my cousins camping, and we had to, there's 3 of us, and we had to take a rota washing dishes. And my cousins had to, what my mum said, oh, we don't, don't want them washing the pans. I don't think she thought we'd wash them properly, so we didn't have to wash the pans, but my cousins did. So my cousins complained, and then my mum said, all right then. But yeah.
well, I'll happily do any of the dishes that I have dirty and any others.
Well, I remember whenever we'd get to the campsite, and then Dad would start setting up the tent, I'd be like, oh, I got something to do.
Of course.
I would just leave.
Where's my costume?
Yeah, costumes. As soon as they saw the pool, they'd want to get the pool.
Well, then Chris got you back.
Yeah,
He
Chris
just
did
watches
get me
you
back.
build the tents now, so there you go.
Oh, I've got that footage somewhere.
Oh, that's so funny, that footage. There's a time-lapse footage of Chris on his phone while I'm building.
Yeah, okay. Sit down, I'll get you one.
I'm building like 3 tents.